Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our wonderful movie making tycoon. It is the executive, of course. I hope we're having a great day today. I'm doing some analysis on some of our previous projects, trying to get our analysts to do things. And I think I actually want to have him do the Bite the Dust movie while Charlie takes care of a brand new movie. I'm feeling like today we're going to go bigger. Today we're going to go badder. Okay. And I'm talking about bad in a good way. You know what I'm talking about. Unless you're not a native English speaker, then you're probably very confused. I'm talking about multi-genre movies. Got that as available now. Getting a supporting role would be nice too. But also, the task is to get to medium-sized movies and getting bigger budget films. Something we really want to get to here. Today, I'm going to make... what am I going to make? What am I going to make? I'm going to make a superhero movie. Yeah, a superhero movie that is both adventure and action. Oh yeah, that's gonna mesh real well together, I'm sure. And we are gonna call this one The Amazings. Not The Incredibles, we would never do that. Right here, and then Angel Meyer is our producer, seems good. Director, who do we want to work on our film? You actually like the script, you're not taking an arm and a leg from me, so okay, we'll do that. And you know what? Let's intentionally do this just so I can show you, okay? Because I want to intentionally do this. So domestic appeal for this person, Mom Tatthews, is 44. That's not bad. It's kind of in the middle of everything. But critics is low, and I wanted to share this with you. So in the previous videos, kind of went a little sarcasm, and it didn't really stick with some people. So I'm gonna lay it on real blunt here. All right. You can, let's go PG-13 for this movie. You can sell a lot of movies. You can make a lot of money, even if the critics hate you. Okay. In the early days of filmmaking, I'm talking like 50s and 60s and stuff, but they go even earlier than that. The earlier you go, critics mattered more. Okay, they don't matter a whole lot anymore because we have word of mouth that spreads worldwide now. We have social media, we have the internet, anyone can make a blog, that kind of thing. And we have the internet and streaming and trailers and mass distribution. It matters a lot less what a critic thinks than what the population thinks. But in the earlier days of filmmaking, that wasn't necessarily the case because it was harder to distribute your word of mouth, right? There wasn't the internet. You had to make phone calls. You had to go to the next town over, write letters, read the newspaper. Right? And the newspaper was written by critics. So you had the opinion of industry experts that was like in your head a lot more than the mass appeal of a wide audience worldwide, right? And so again, I don't know how the game models that, but it's 1994 now, so the internet technically exists, although it's not super exists. like we're still in Netscape Navigator territory here, you know what I mean? But we're kind of up there now, and so if it's modeled correctly, in my opinion anyway, it should matter a lot less what critics think as we play the game. But yeah, I'm laying on a little thick here. You can't actually do really well with a movie if you don't have good critic appeal. Now there is one thing I didn't properly understand before, okay? And I don't like that they're doing this for this, but I'll explain it now because commenters have brought it up. First off, let's go. Superhero action movie. I mean, yes, costumes. Yes, set design, of course. The writing can be low. We don't need it to be very high. I think 10% is probably fine. It can be shitty writing, honestly. Maybe we'll do this. We'll see. Dialogue. So these right here, and I have been, if you're new to this channel, I am, for like the last 9 years of making videos on this channel, there's like one thing that I'm very weak at. It's like my kryptonite. And that is reading tooltips. Tooltips, text on the screen on pop-ups and stuff. That stuff is just, I never read that shit. And I should, of course, but I just don't. So missing the fact that you have to score this or higher in order for this to matter. That part I overlooked because it's this quick pop-up that's, you know, I don't read. So in other words, if I want cultural references in here and I spend 50K on this, if I don't get an 8.0 soda score on this movie, then this is invalid. I hate that. I think that's really stupid. I don't understand why they did that in this game. but I'm sure there's a good balancing reason for it. I'm just not privy to it. But anyway, maybe it's like if the rest of the this is probably how you justify it, right? If it's the only way that makes sense to me, specifically for cultural references. If the rest of the movie is not great, then people aren't going to care about your little quip that happened, you know, pop culture reference, right? They're not going to care about that if the rest of the movie is bad. But if the rest of the movie is good, then they'll appreciate this more. I think that's kind of where they're going with it, right? Like if your movie sucks so bad that the gore effects being good don't matter. I think that's kind of where it is. I don't understand why the critic scores would matter, because like all of these, in my opinion, should be soda. And I kind of feel like the devs have almost suggested it as such, because the tooltip on the avocado one still says soda. A minimum soda score or audience score requirement, right? It doesn't say avocado score, and it says soda on the mouse up here. Anyway, so I don't understand that, but it's fine. If you had to have it be that way for balancing reasons, I get it. So I probably wouldn't want, I don't think are going to get good critic scores here, just because the people here don't have good critic scores. I'm hoping we get good domestic appeal. I'm hoping we get good audience scores for this. But if I'm going to select features, premium features, I should probably target the soda, is what I'm thinking here. So atmospheric effects, I could probably target that, right? Breakable sets, I could target this. I guess we want a 7.0, right? Props, we don't necessarily need high-tech gadgets, but for costumes, maybe creature design, because maybe the superheroes are fighting against a creature. I don't know. It makes sense to me. So we'll pop that in too, right? And so if we get a 7.0, and with the way these things mesh, this has to do well for the people. I don't know if it'll go well with critics, but it has to go well with people just by the way the movie's set up. Okay, so the writing should be below 50. Oh, I should have brought this down lower. Really, the writing for an action movie is down. I mean, maybe my adventure part of it will take it up to 15. We'll see. But obviously, action movies do well in the summer. Yeah, I knew that already. Okay, so let's take a look at the post-production on this. I would say special effects are going to be up because it's a superhero movie. We definitely want fight choreography, which is targeting this. Now, if I'm looking at these two scores, I'm thinking, you know what? This is probably not going to do well with critics. So I can save money by not selecting that, even though it's 50K, because that's targeting the avocado. Yeah, I don't like that, but if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. Whatever, you know? Maybe we'll take flashbacks, because it most likely will work. We could bring the editing down, bring the sound design up a bit more. Yeah, probably like this. I don't know if these sliders are in the correct spots or not, but they're in the ranges that we know of anyway right now, so we'll go with that. So we're essentially targeting the soda score, and we're saying we don't care about the critics, okay? And we're doing this very bluntly now, instead of it just kind of like, instead of me making movies, and this is what I was trying to avoid at the beginning of the game anyway, instead of making movies for the game's scores, for the icons to go green, right? I'm just making things that I think would work realistically, a real life kind of thing, right? A superhero movie at Christmas time in the holidays, sign me up. Yeah, there's a little bit of an adventure competition here, but like whatever. What else do we have here? It probably would be better to release this near Memorial Day. If I was going to target a holiday for this, for a superhero movie, if I was targeting a holiday, it would probably be Memorial Day. Which leads me to another feature that I think this... Maybe when you self-distribute, you get this kind of control. I don't know. But this part bugs me, all right? There's a little bit of a rant happening here. I'm sorry. This little part bugs me. The fact that I can't shelve this movie and release it when I want to annoys me. I can't do anything. I can't back out of the screen. I can't go any of these. I can't even hit escape to pause it right now, you know? Like, I can't do anything other than select one of these predetermined dates and just take whatever they have. I can't even redo the search for a new third-party distributor, right? Being locked into these dates makes no sense to me. As you know, it's coming from industry or whatever, right? I should be able to shelve this project and put it to the time I want, no matter how long it passes. And that's one of the things I really appreciate with Hollywood Animal, is because they've really nailed that realism part and how it works. And I love how they've done that. This game doesn't go quite as deep as that, so I can understand it. But having a button where I can like search again And then it takes time to search, but that's fine. But it delays it, and then I get a whole new set of distributors, and maybe it costs me money, maybe it costs me time. I don't know. But being locked into here, I don't like it. I don't like being locked in like this. Anyway, I think I'm gonna release it by. Well, I mean, both of these days have some competition, so I'm gonna release it by Christmas. I'm gonna choose Christmas, I guess, for this. If I had to choose a better holiday though for a superhero movie like this, I think definitely Memorial Day would be the one I would target more, because it just makes more sense to me. All right, so critic scores, not gonna like it. Knew that was coming, but soda meter, amazing. Everybody loves it. So all of our stuff we targeted for the soda meter, we're gonna get those benefits. And this is why I say you can make money even if you piss off the critics, right? Look at that. First week, $8 million. You can make a lot of money even if the critics don't like you, right? And that's always been known. But it should have, again, in my opinion, critics should have less relevance the later in the years it gets. But it is what it is. Okay. So we want to unlock medium-sized movies, and I think that's going to take more money than I have. 250 research points. So I could let them linger, or I could just make more films. I'd like to make more films if I could. So let's make another film. This time, we're going to make... Is it April right now? Probably... I was looking at maybe doing like a sci-fi horror. But I think we're a little bit late. I won't be able to get it to October. I really want to release this in October instead. So we could do... actually, we're probably spot on for another Beethoven movie, aren't we? I think we're ready for yet another Beethoven movie. You know? And we could do it small budget. Yeah, we could even add comedy, which works okay with dogs. We know it works okay with dogs. I wonder if anything else would work okay with this. Family comedy is great. I wonder about, do we do that thing where like the sequel, even though the original wasn't a musical, the sequels are? I don't want to do like maybe a drama. Maybe a family drama. Nah, I like comedy. We know it works okay. We know it works well. Multi-genre is good. The director for Beethoven 5 is going to be Glick Maris. Okay. And we actually still have Barry Meth Hurt, so she can just come right back in because she's already in here. I guess their script affinity is negligible because she was already in the movie and she's locked. So it has to be her. Okay. We'll pick this. We didn't quite get the editing we need to here. I need his skills to be better. Okay, this is Beethoven 5. Big pause. I wanna try to do like names on things and not just numbers. This is gonna be big pause. I'm not sure what the plot is behind big pause, but we're gonna say big pause. Just to have something different, man. Okay. I'm noticing ancillaries revenue is not rising, which means we don't have a contract. Okay, so we're gonna want to search for one because we're not getting the money for it right now. Okay, so 6 months away. So we're gonna get Christmas, maybe. I'm hoping. Writing for this could be lower. Costume makeup, I guess we'll put it here. Set design, I guess we'll bring the writing up again. I don't know. Comedy, I mean, it needs good writing for comedy, right? To be funny. Cultural references, we could definitely do that. 6.0. We're gonna get 6.0 for sure. This is Beethoven. Come on. Although our lead role doesn't have the domestic appeal that we couldn't change her. She was locked in. So lights. Yeah, natural light shooting. We can get a little bit there. Sure. Props, high-tech gadgets. Nah. Period wardrobe. Nah. I think we're maybe nah. We don't need to do any of these other things. I think we're good the way we are. And Beethoven 4 hits the back catalog right as we begin producing Beethoven 5. Lovely. Editing is, editing is pretty good. I don't think we need special effects for this. This is a comedy and stuff. We don't really need that stuff. I can bring this down, bring this up. Yeah, I think we'll put the editing higher. We'll do it like this. I don't really know if we need fight choreography, but can we get you think we can get a 6.0? I'll try that. I don't know if we can get the critics to say 6.0 here with these guys, but it's okay. We'll give that a shot. See how that goes. And then we should be able to get enough points at this point when it's all done to unlock the medium movies from that point. Okay, so they don't like new releases, studio movies, People's Corner cult classic. I guess we're going with these guys. I don't like frowny faces. So I'll pick you guys because I don't like frowny faces. There we go. We'll get our post-production going on that. And then insights into the amazings. Can you tell me some things? Ooh, you know what? I can learn more from this if I add Charlie to it. So give me a second. And as soon as we have distribution, then I can get Charlie on that and I can learn more. Okay. We have Thanksgiving. We have Christmas. Okay, that's what I was trying to target, was Christmas. There's a comedy here, there's a comedy here, so that's a little bit we have award season. Thanksgiving is a good family time. We have just have lots of comedies being in that period of time. I mean, there's comedies every month, right? Yeah, there's comedies every month, so we're gonna go Christmas. At least we have two here that are, man, competition is fierce. That comedy tag might end up messing me over. I wonder if that's a secondary category, if it matters as much. It's a family movie too. We don't have any family stuff here, so I'm still gonna do December. I think it's probably not the best time to release it, but I'm still gonna do it. And I think our first medium budget movie. Ooh, critics did not like this at all, did they? I mean, they're probably tired of Beethoven. But he's got big paws now. What are you talking about? It's all right. The pop culture references and all those things, right? So profit. That's what it's all about. Just making the money. And now I can go in and get a proper analysis of the amazings with Charlie in there too, and maybe get more insights from the analysis. And then I think, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Look at that, man. 4.3 million. It's pretty good. Yeah, plus our ancillaries revenue. That's good. So, okay, so costume and makeup for both of these genres should be lower. Fair. Action doesn't work really well for award season. Kind of neutral for award season. Okay. Well, I mean, the good news is this family movie I'm releasing is during Christmas. That's not an action movie, though. Okay, so action, maybe don't target for the fall. The summer blockbusters are great that way. Let me get 191. What do I need now for this? I need 200, right? 250. Okay, I need you guys to stop. I mean, I've been trying to have them train, and when you train, you use RP. So I'm gonna hold off on the training really quick so that we can grow our RP just a little bit more. And then let's see if we can learn from Beethoven here really quick. And then I think we want to make, I want to make a horror movie. I'm not sure if I should do below budget or not, but I'm trying to figure out when to start it. I think maybe I'll start production in February. 6 months would put me at the 8th, so should be able to finish it around the end of August. So October should be an option, I would think. Don't know. Maybe we'll start it in January just to be sure. But we know family movies work at Christmas, and we know comedy movies work at Christmas. Yeah. I want to target that. So comedies also require just a little bit of extra here. We kind of figured out where the costume and makeup should be, just a little higher, 30%. Okay, so the next Beethoven will be perfect, right? That's how we're going with it. Next Beethoven. Whereas September, we want to target the summer with this. So you know what I'm thinking. We turn the amazings into a franchise. That's what I'm thinking. We can target the summer with this movie. So 8 months to produce. Action adventure. Yeah. PG-13. All great things. It looks like, yeah, the primary genre is locked. So if I had chosen action here instead, maybe it would have been better for superhero. Yeah, because we don't know the affinity for superhero and adventure. And that's the primary for this. So it looks like there's only one of these that get locked. we'll see. This one is the Amazings 2. I don't know. Is there like a... I don't think The Incredibles had like a subtitle for it, right? Like they didn't have like an extra title, did they? It was just The Incredibles 2. This time we'll just do 2. I'm gonna be unoriginal as hell. Sorry. This time we'll do that. And then why don't we get really good appeal here? We'll get Fody Joster here. Lead role is already locked in, unfortunately, with this guy who doesn't really appeal to the critics very well, but all right, is what it is. It's fine. Got our people in here. We're not quite hitting the targets on features. I need to get this up. I think it's our junior Angel Meyer here is not quite making the mark. I'm gonna blame her. It can't be my fault. I gotta blame her. So we're gonna go do this, and then with 200, when we get to 250 points, I'll unlock the medium movies. All right, so let's bring this down. Yeah, writing. We knew we could be lower, so we'll just do this. Yep, there. Set design is maxed out. Sure. I'm pretty confident that we get the soda score. So we'll take this. Ooh, I can't because I need at least 20 writing for that. Well, that's all right. It's fine. We won't do it then. Yeah, we'll take the creature design. I'm not going to bother with gore. Breakable sets is huge. It's going to be great. Atmospheric stuff, sure. We'll go natural lighting too. Just really crank this in here. We know our soda score is going to be good here. We have to be confident that the soda score will carry us to victory, okay? And then for post-production, we haven't really learned anything about where special effects should be, which is interesting. I'm going to bring editing down. Nah, I'm going to leave it there. I think we're going to go like this. Then fight choreography for sure. No, it's not going to get that. I don't think so anyway. Yeah, we can get flashbacks. We'll take the flashbacks. Okay, 6 months from now, we're going to be able to release this in the summer, which is the perfect time for this. So let's go ahead and do that. We got a couple people who are just like sitting on their hands right now. I'd love them to be training, but I want the research points. Let's go ahead and get the distribution going. And then how about all of our happy people? You know, getting another marketer would be good. I want to get a marketer. Self-distribution. I need more for that though, don't I? I need like... Yeah, sales. Now, I had another comment about the golden distributors, right? Because we've seen a couple of distributors that had this golden logo on them. So the devs have actually clarified that the golden logo ones are the best choice. Now, when I saw it in my video, you can go back and look at it. Disney, or sorry, Dalt Wisney or whatever it was, right? They had the golden logo, but they also were taking like over 60% of my money. So the devs have rebalanced the game since I recorded those videos. And I think they take less money now, but also they've just said in the dev notes, their patch notes, that they've made it more obvious that the golden one is the best one to take. Some of you have said that I would have been able to get international distribution had I chosen that one. I don't think that's the case. I haven't actually gotten clarity on that, but I don't think that's the case because I don't have this. You need worldwide third party as a research before you can get access to that. So even if the distributor is an international distributor, I don't think they're going to do it for me just because I choose them if I don't have this. That's my thought process on that. I don't know if that's actually right. That's my thought process on that. So if anyone has, you know, information that's more clear, then that's great. You can give that to me. You know what? I like Memorial Day actually. Summer's good, but Memorial Day I think is better because Memorial Day is a holiday where we're naturally celebrating heroes anyway, right? Ooh, that is rough. There's a lot of competition. I think I'm gonna let you guys have you guys can have Memorial Day this time. You win this time, but I'll be back. Wow, there's a lot of them. Dude, like every single one of these has competition. Damn. That sucks. Those are big budget movies too. I really do not want to compete with those. This is the time where I'd like to shelve it and then see what it's like in August. But I can't. I can't shelve it, and it's a really, really annoying thing about this game. They need to add that. The ability to search for a new one. I guess I'll take this one. There's less competition than the other dates. I don't want to do that, but I guess I have to. I'd like to just put it on a shelf and go, hey, how about August? What do you think about August? Maybe when we self-distribute, that'll be different. You know, it's possible. I guess I'm paying this guy more money now. Great. All right, so as we expected, not so great with the critics because there are 5 right here, but amazing on the soda meter, and everybody loves it. So the Amazings 2 is going to be in the green, profitable after the first month. We're already up 1.6 million. Whew. Amazing. That's what I think. Amazing. Let's go ahead and get an analysis on that right now. We can analyze it while it's already in theaters, while it's still in theaters, I mean. There we go. So like lots of competition there. We could have done even better, but we made $6 million profit on that movie, and I think that's probably our most profitable project yet. So that's lovely. So we can see that adventure actually works really well with superhero movies. So this is all green across the board, with the exception of being unknown for PG-13. I'm pretty sure PG-13 works well with a superhero movie. So I'm really confident it does. Special effects, nailed it. Adventure apparently wants a little bit less on the costumes, but action superhero movies would want higher. See, that's the juxtaposition too. Is like if superhero movies wants 40%, if the adventure wants less, how do I, you know, which one do I go with? You know, maybe there isn't. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe the, you know what I bet it is? I bet the genre is what's determinant on this, not the theme, which is weird because I would think the theme would matter more. But fine, cool. It is October. I think I wait just a little bit. I think I want to start production in December for a new horror movie that is medium budget. And actually probably should see what the timeline is on a medium budget film first. So let's go medium size and see what the timeline is if we were to do a medium film. Do we start a franchise with this? Do we go down to Darkmain? No, we need original IP in this. Yes. I want medium. 11 months. Okay, I think November. We start right now then, because I want to have the ability to release during Halloween for this. So this one, this is my shot right here. Sci-fi, horror. Okay, with a theme. We could do monsters, or we could do post-apocalypse. Ooh. Because I was thinking about, I mean, we could also do werewolves. Ooh. That's tempting. I kind of want to see how post-apocalypse would work. I think it meshes really well with sci-fi, not so much with horror. Monster could work really well with both sci-fi and horror. Werewolf wouldn't be a sci-fi thing. That's more fantasy. There's a very big difference between fantasy and sci-fi. They're not the same thing. You can mix and match them. So you'll see things like Star Wars, for example. Star Wars is not technically a sci-fi movie. Technically, it's fantasy. But you can make the argument that it's sci-fi because they use spaceships and things like that. But when you incorporate elements that have no basis in reality, even theoretically, like the Force, like magic, right? When you start dealing with magic, then you're in fantasy. But they also have things like phaser beams coming out of spaceships and stuff, which lasers are real. There's a chance that could be a thing. Spaceships are obviously real. The way they fly and everything is kind of realistic to physics somewhat. So you could make the argument that it's sci-fi, but I think if you, actually have no idea. So maybe look it up because I might be talking out of my ass right now, but I'm pretty confident that if you looked up Star Wars, you're going to find more references to that being labeled a fantasy than you will be a sci-fi movie. Probably. Regardless, it's a little bit outside the realms here. I'm looking at, I think, we could try monster first. I'm gonna do I want to see how post-apocalyptic works with related to sci-fi, because that actually can match. And bringing horror in as a second genre for this. Why don't we call this one I was gonna go with, honestly, I was gonna go with Fallout, but I don't know how to adjust Fallout to be. How about the cloud? We'll say the cloud. It's like kind of ominous, right? Adding, drop the right? Yeah, no, I think we'll leave the cloud. This would be the cloud, I guess. I don't have a name off the top of my head. I want the genre movie, but I don't know what it's called right now. You know what? People don't really love the script. That's an interesting indicator too. We might want to change this up. Maybe not make it a horror movie, but instead make it a mystery or just a drama. Could be a mystery instead of a horror movie. Then I don't need to target Halloween then. But the thing is, if the directors really aren't loving the script, that could be an indicator that it's not going to work as well. Like if I drop horror, if I just drop horror and pick directors, now I have at least one person in the green, right? So if I come over here and I say maybe it's a drama instead of a horror movie, it's a post-apocalyptic drama, right? Now I've got some people who are actually digging it. That could be an indicator. You know, that could be something. Maybe we'll try that instead. We can go maybe here. Moan Jicklin Silver. It's kind of a in the middle thing. Or we could just ignore the critics again, which I think I'm probably more likely to ignore the critics again. Let's go. Let's try this instead. So this is a drama. So maybe I don't call it. No, the cloud is fine. You know what? The cloud is fine for that. And then right here, I think is interesting. We have an okay rating here, and the critics actually like this person too. So we'll try this. This is The Cloud. It's a sci-fi post-apocalyptic drama. The drama part I think is not. I don't think the drama part's gonna work well, but I'm gonna put it in there anyway. I'm a little skeptical on the drama bit, but there's no way to really find out for sure unless you do it. I think though it might be a better idea though, because it's no longer a horror movie. We go back to small budget instead on this, so that we don't have as much at risk. And it's 6 months, so we could release it at a different time. It's a sci-fi drama, post-apocalypse. I don't know. Why don't we make it R? Just because of post-apocalyptic. It's kind of catered towards adults anyway. You don't want to scare the kids. You know, the world is ending, kids. Sorry. There's a 2% chance that a meteor hits the world. Yeah. Oh, I don't have an analyst doing this. Why not? Get in here and tell me the trends. Did I take you off of trend finding? Probably when I told you to search, or when I told you to train, I bet. So this is completely new. We don't know where things are. Set design is going to be important here. Post-apocalypse. You have to make sure that that's believable. I think costume is probably good here. We can bring the writing down to 25 for now. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure where the critics are going to fall on this scale here. I really don't know how anything's going to work, but a breakable set seems cool. Atmospheric effects would be cool to have. I'm going to go with natural lighting, though. We're going to kind of focus on the soda score instead. I think period wardrobe would be a good idea for this, though. I just don't see that. Maybe high-tech gadgets, too. Maybe we'll try that. And I'm kind of throwing things at the wall here on this one, because, you know, I don't know everything about every movie genre, okay? I'm just trying to use common sense here, I guess, a little bit. Post-apocalypse is kind of in the future, or in an alternate reality. It doesn't have to be in the future. Fallout, right? You guys know Fallout? Probably. That doesn't happen in the future, per se. It kind of happens in an alternate reality where we discovered fusion, right? That's my understanding anyway. I'm not an expert on Fallout, but it doesn't strike me by the music. It doesn't strike me as something happening in the future. Okay, so for this one, I think sound design, editing probably isn't as important, but it's a drama after all. So I think we'll go like this. And then we want, I don't think we're going to get the score for that. Flashbacks would be, if we can get over 7, flashbacks would be helpful for explaining like what happened. What happened to everybody, right? And then I think I want to start unlocking visual effects and stuff. Sound recording would be good. Pacing would be good. I need to start unlocking more tools. Not just bigger budgets, but also more tools. I need more tools at my disposal. like more marketing. Oh man, I would love to get my own distribution. I'm giving so much of my money away on these distribution deals. I really like to just get my own there. Okay, so this is World Cup time. Probably not great for a drama. A lot of comedy in that, or that's a lot of dramas. Sorry, a lot of dramas there. A little bit of drama there. A little bit of drama there. It's the same date. Okay, so Dalt Wisney right here. So now they're taking less of the money. See, they made it way more obvious. They're like, this is the best one. So let's see how that's about. All right, let's see what this does. So we'll take this one, even though there's a little bit of a competition here. There's not as many things. Dat Mayman is in here. It's great. All right, we're gonna compete with Dat Mayman. Give this guy a raise. Man, they're so greedy. Everyone just wants more money. It's almost like they're like, hey, you know, the studio's making a good amount of money. He can afford to pay us. I understand. I want Angel to be training because you're kind of idle right now. I want you training. We are still growing our RP while you train, so it's okay. So we did get 7.9 on this. Critics didn't really like it. This is an experiment. This one is. I feel like I'm less confident about the mixture here, but I wanted to see how well they might go together. And so far we did at least make a profit. I do want to get information about that so I can maybe refine that. And I think getting some extra subgenres would be good too. So the 132 points on, now it's 167 points on research here. Do I save them and get marketing? Or do I start getting more tools to work with here? I feel like distribution is so important. Let me get, we'll spend 30 on these. Just give me 2 more choices here. Okay, well, robots, gangsters, chases. Chase is a, huh? That's a, I don't know if I'd put that as an actual genre or theme. This works well for a romance, infidelity, for a drama for sure. Let's grab infidelity. I'll go one more set here. Hacking, murder, magic. Yeah, this works well as a fantasy film. Movies as a, okay. Let's go hacking. So now we can make a good fantasy film for sure. I want to try it's December. We could do this in the summer. And I think we can go with like, I'm going to call it Merlin. I realize that's a thing, but I'm going to call it Merlin. This is going to be a fantasy magic movie. Where is it? Magic, where'd you go? Oh, where's my magic? Is it not in here? Interesting. I thought I just unlocked it. Oh, it's a theme. Right, it's a theme. Magic. Fantasy. Fantasy family? Fantasy adventure. Ha ha ha. Yes, fantasy adventure. Definitely. A fantasy adventure with magic. PG-13 is good. We're gonna have some people who love the script, and that's great. I love that you love the script. I really would like to have more domestic appeal, though. As much as you love the script, that's fine. We can take this person. They don't love it. You know, screw the critics, man. Screw those critics. We don't need to worry about them. Yeah, the critics are gonna hate this movie with an unyielding passion. Wow, I don't have myself available here to produce this movie. Now they're really gonna hate this movie. This is Angel's first movie, her solo project, because Charlie's doing insights. We're gonna let Angel take this one on her own. They grow up so fast, don't they? They grow up so fast. There we go. Her movie ends up being like the best movie we have. All right, so post-apocalypse doesn't really work. I didn't know about the drama part. I just kind of went with it. But we learned some stuff, and we can make a better Cloud later. And I like that. And the drama was the second one too. It's not locked in or anything, so we could do it again. With it being February, October is not out of the question here. Being 11 months away, it is kind of out of the question. So if I went small again, let's try this. Let's actually let's see about making a cloud franchise. And we can lock everything else in that we had. Let's get somebody that's going to help our script a lot. They don't know it. They don't like it. Nobody that's got a lot of appeal actually likes the script very much. We'll take you. Cillian Watner. This is the cloud dark haze ahead. I don't know. I have no idea. Dark days ahead. Dark days ahead. So it's like the second movie, right? And then we could, because it's 8 months away, I think we can hit October here. Gosh, that's close. I might change it to a horror movie and see. Obviously, this is what Charlie's going to be making. Notice we're making 2 movies at a time now, right? Because I have 2 people. I only have 1 person on that movie. So I can make 2 at a time now. And I have no idea if this work because I don't know if I can hit October. It's very important that we hit this in October. It's 6 months away now. That's what it says. Okay, because Charlie's on the team. Okay, if we can do this in 6 months, then we can definitely hit October for this. We'll make this as a horror movie. Dark days ahead, sci-fi, and yes, I think so. And obviously, these 2 really work well with R. So go. So we're making 2 movies at once. Fun. Very, very good. We're going to make even more money now, hopefully, if they're both profitable. We'll see how Angel does with Merlin. And so this is the fantasy adventure. Definitely want set design to be up for that. Costume and makeup should be good. Writing can be mediocre. I think we ignore everything about critics here. We'll go to natural lighting. We'll take breakable sets because we're doing magic anyway. I don't know if we need high-tech gadgets for magic. Isn't that kind of the point? We can do creature design too. That's good. Period wardrobe would be helpful. If we're going back into like a fantasy thing, it'd be helpful, but I don't think we're not gonna score high enough for the critics, so it doesn't matter. That's how we're looking at it, right? So I think that's it. I'm not gonna bother with the high-tech gadgets here. Just gonna have that be the thing. 2 films at the same time, man. We should make an Office Space kind of thing here. Like, we could definitely do a comedy, a really low budget comedy with excellent writing. That's what we should do. Set design for this sci-fi horror. We don't need the writing to be. We're going to put the writing at as low as possible here. Costumes and makeup. Do I want this higher? Do I want this higher? I think I'll go. I don't think this is accurate. I think I probably want that up higher even. I think the set design could even be dropped down here. Because this is not only sci-fi, which is important for this. Post-apocalypse for the period piece. Yeah, like I feel like I want that here. I would drop writing down even more if I could get away with it, but I can't. We'll leave it here. We'll get, I think atmospheric effects. We could probably get a good soda score here for this one. Because I'm pretty sure horror and sci-fi should work well together. And let's get creature design for sure too. Okay, post-production for our fantasy movie. Yeah, lots of sliders. 2 movies at once, man. This is for fantasy. I'm thinking editing is good, especially if we had visual effects. It'd be great. I don't have visual effects. I really want visual effects. Special effects with a magic movie has to be way up though. So I think we'll go maybe like this. Maybe we'll go like this. And then let's take, I mean, we're not going to get anything here. Let's just go. I want visual effects. Maybe we'll go get it. Visual effects, where are you? It's just right here. Okay, so yeah, let's go with green screen compositing. Let's go with, for pacing, we can do slow motion and Sound recording, we probably want Foley more than anything here. Yeah, accent coach. I think Foley artist is better here for this. In case you're not up with the lingo, sorry. Foley is your like recording sound effects after the fact. So like footsteps, for example, maybe they didn't record so well on set, so that you would go in as a Foley artist and record new footsteps that you can then put into the film. Just a very simple example, like brushes, you know, rubbing up against something here, or anything really. Any sound effect that you hear that's like part of the natural environment, but you want that sound to be more rich, or maybe it's a weird sound that you can't really get in nature, like a sci-fi movie would have. You would record that separately as a Foley artist, and then you can bring it back in. Okay, so that's, and then that happens in like every film. I don't think there's been a film produced in the last 20 years that hasn't used at least some kind of Foley that's released in theaters. Obviously, independent films, the student projects, whatever, but everybody uses Foley artists. Sound design and music needs to be up in one of these little numbers here. Special effects, this is for horror. So, I mean, probably up a little bit, yeah. I can probably get by with this. Let's try this. Now, we have access to these things now, because I just did it. So, I don't know if slow motion really is necessary for post-apocalypse here. Foley artist, we'll take it. It's very good. Visual effects, compositing. It's $1 million. Wow. I need to have 40% on special effects to do that. No thanks. Fight choreography, you're not going to get... Well, we might. 6.0, we might. I don't know. This guy's maybe hold his own. It's $50. We'll find it. 50K. Yeah, we'll take that. See how well that works. And of course, we get distribution as our sales associate. You're going to find these guys, and then you're going to immediately find another one for the next one. So you're just working on it, man. Working those connections. Oh boy. See, I don't have anyone now. So what do? I can't get out of the screen. That's what I'm talking about. Like I'm locked in here. I can't move. I can't do anything. Right? That's my problem. They're optional, but they're optional but recommended. I guess I don't have anyone to find. I don't have any distributors finding for this. I'm just gonna have a shitty distributor now. Wow. That sucks. Okay. All right. I have 2 months. I have so many options, but really only 2 months. Everything here is August. For my fantasy adventure, I have one adventure movie to compete with here. And then in September, I have one adventure movie too. That's a very XL budget one. They're both XL budget 70 million. Jeez. Okay. Well, I don't really have much of a choice here, do I? So I guess I just choose the percentage I'm willing to let go, and 41%, please. So, yep. These are all huge budgets. Are there some smaller budget stuff in September? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if that plays a I don't know if that plays a role. But I will say that summer is here, and I think fantasy, adventure, magic maybe would work. When did the Harry Potter movies come out? Like what time of year did they target? Did they target the fall or the summer? I don't know. I will say though that it's a bigger cut here. So if I'm going this one, I would go here. This at least competes with a bunch of smaller budget stuff. But those smaller budget things are still higher than mine. Well, yeah. I mean, these two are higher. I mean, I can't really win here. So I guess one thing I could look at this is like a educational opportunity to see whether or not fantasy works with summer. I could just do that. So if I'm doing that, I should choose 41%. And it's probably the better one here. Yeah. Okay. We'll see if it works with, I mean, it's so much competition there, so I don't know. And then I don't anticipate the cloud is going to have very good distribution. That is rotten. Oh man, they hate it. All right. Okay. Let's see how our producer did in the end. We only have 2 choices here. Thankfully, our sci-fi horror does have Halloween. It has some competition from a low budget movie, but that is it. And it does have Halloween, and it is actually a sci-fi horror right alongside it. Wow. It is a dual genre competition on that month, but it is Halloween. and it is going to perform better in Halloween. I think we pushed through. It's not a great distributor, honestly. I probably should choose this one, but I'm going to push through that. I'm going to put it there because I'm certain that Halloween is going to matter more than anything else. All right, let's see how we did. Another rotten movie. We did get over the 7.0 that we needed for a lot of those other perks to kick in. So let's see how well that one does. Okay. Okay, Merlin, you did all right. You did all right. It's okay. If I had a better distributor here, I probably would have made more money. I think I actually ended up losing money on the cloud. Ooh, barely made a profit. Very last week, made the profit. All right, newsflash. Global market redefines film success. Production costs are finally stabilizing, but the international box office has become the dominant determining factor of a film's success, causing studios to rely increasingly on global audiences to turn their blockbusters into profitable ventures. At the same time, DVD sales are booming, providing a massive boost to revenue. However, competition among studios is fiercer than ever, making global appeal and well-timed home entertainment releases critical strategies for navigating this rapidly evolving industry. So my main issue at the moment, let's pause this really quick. It's the year 2000 now, okay? And I'm only at 2.1 prestige. I should be higher than this. I have a lot of money. I'm making profit. That's happening. But I'm not becoming more famous. And one of the things I'm weak on is distribution. That's my main problem right now, is distribution. And I could go into, you know, trying to get to essentials version, trying to work into like getting cult classics and stuff. I really think I need marketing. I need my own marketing people so that I can push out there. And then I also, I need 2.5 prestige just to get worldwide distribution, right? So I need to do better with that stuff. Definitely. I think training also maybe could play a big role here too. Sorry. Yeah, I think so. So why don't we 113 points, 113 research points. I can get more research points if I just do the analysis right now, but here we'll try. I want to learn as much as possible about both of these movies if I can, but definitely about Merlin just to see how that works. But I need to get this up and then build this so that I can get worldwide distribution. But then I also would like to distribute my own stuff. And so that requires me to get my own people doing it, right? So fantasy works really well in the summer. Our dials are a little bit off, but it's all right. We'll bring her down. We know this needs to be higher. We know this needs to be higher, lower, lower. We can make another Merlin. She did a good job, right? Our producer did a good job. All by herself, you know? Like I said, they grow up so fast. And now we're going to get more insights because we're hitting over our targets because our guy is, he's higher. He's better trained now, you know? So one more time here. Yeah, we nailed horror on the editing, and then sci-fi works really well with post-apocalypse. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't know if it works well with horror. I suspect that's probably going to be a blue, not a green. And then sci-fi with horror should be green. That should absolutely work really well together. But I believe for this video, I have overstayed my welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I actually recorded this video the same day I released it. Yeah, it's today. This is very recent. I'm just very busy. I'm sorry. Take care. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.